Yo guys, Nadex here again with another video. This time bringing you another tier list. Yes, I know, original content, blah blah blah. We know, I know. I'm sorry. There's not much else to do while this pre-patch is underway. But this time, as you can probably tell by the title and the background I have here, listing and ranking the best races going into Dragonflight. Um, and this will be mainly focused on their functionality in PvP based on their racials and their race traits slash passives. And what we will do as well, Matty insisted on this, is to put them in the tier list. Well, grab the little, what do you call it? These little things based on the best looking gender of that race. So obviously, as I said, Maddie's going to be helping me again with this one. He's been a really huge help with these kinds of videos. And yeah, not much else to say. I will hop right into it without wasting too much time. Give me a second. Yo, Maddie.
Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right, bruv.
Great, great. Good to hear. So as you already know, we're doing a flipping race tier list. Um, Yeah, shouldn't be too well. It is quite a lot of races at the moment, and Dragfear isn't even here, but it's whatever.
True. I guess you wouldn't really rank them on a race tier list since they can only be evokers. They would just go on like the
The DPS or
class tier
healer.
list.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But yeah, we'll start off with uh, Blood Elf. So obviously we're gonna grab the best looking um, gender for every race, as I said before. So I'm guessing that we can both agree that the female Blood Elf is the best
Male.
gender.
Oh,
What?
female. Yeah,
Wait,
female.
wait, male?
Yep.
Huh? Uh,
Yep.
fe
I'm a female.
female. Okay, great. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be using the female model for this one. So for Blood Elves, they have a what a purge on a one buff purge on a 2 minute cooldown. Uh,
Yeah, so the it's one buff purge. I think it restores a bit of mana as well. It's 2 minute cooldown,
yeah,
and they have 1% crit chance.
and reduced arcane damage taken by 1% or something, I think, as well.
Yeah, damn. You know what? Arcane Mage is S tier, so that means Blood Elf must be S tier because
I
you're gonna take 1% less damage.
I mean that's gonna make all the difference, right? Yeah, yep,
Yep.
yep. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure that is gonna be the way. But I mean, it's a thing where Blood Elf can is it can only be like a specific class as well. So for example, with DHs, that Blood Elf is the only race that can be that class. But I mean,
Yeah.
just based on those passives and that ratio, what do you think that will place it in the meta going into Dragonflight?
I mean, I don't think it's a bad race.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously it looks good. I think it's probably what's the tier list looking like? Is it S A?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. Not sure. Maybe it's like B.
yeah.
Or could it be? It could maybe be A for some classes, but it's probably like a B, right? Like it's not
Yeah,
that. There's nothing crazy.
yeah. It's nothing insane. Depending on the situation, a one buff purge can be very insane. You know, if a mage has alter up and it's the only buff purge insta, and then that's pretty much the mage done right there. The passives, 1% crit, 1% arcane damage, reduction. Yeah, not that crazy. I would say, yeah, a B would be fair for this one. I would say.
Yarp.
Cool. Moving on to the second race of Dark Iron Dwarf. Um, I think personally that this one is going to be so good. Just looking at how Pharaohs and Asarogs are performing right now and how much better that they're going to be in Dragonflight. Having
Yeah.
a ratio where it removes not just bleeds but poisons, disease, cure, cursory, magic, and also giving you I can't remember how much of your primary stat per
It's a lot. You get a lot of primary stat actually.
yeah, like that's on a 2 minute cooldown, which lines up with a lot of other classes cooldowns as well. I think that's gonna be very, very strong. How about what's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think both dwarf and darkine dwarf are probably S tier.
Yeah, I would say so as
Um,
well.
yeah, they probably are because they're just like for shaman, they're probably going to be the best races.
Yeah,
I mean, orc is still going to be good for shaman.
yeah,
But I think most shamans are probably going to go dwarf now or darkine dwarf.
yeah. I would agree with that. S tier is, I think we can. It's like unanimous. Definitely one of the best races
Yeah,
to be going into Dragonflight. Now, obviously, the better gender to go up in the tier list.
it's female for
It's
sure. Male dwarves just aren't it.
yeah, not definitely. I mean, just look at it, right? Can't really
I
compare.
don't know. The models are just so goofy for male dwarves. I swear.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them. Not a fan. Not a big fan. But yeah, moving on
I
to
think we might as well put dwarf in there as well, right? While we're here, they're basically the same,
basically the same.
but
Yeah,
just slightly different. I think it's just gonna be like
It-
personal preference whether they go dark iron or regular dwarf. Like they want more
yeah,
primary stat or they want 10% damage reduction.
yeah, basically, and maybe they like the skin color of one or the
Yeah,
other
like the
more.
aesthetics of the dark iron, maybe.
Ex-
Yeah,
Exactly. But yeah, I think for more or less they're pretty much the same, and I think they're both gonna be S tier. So yeah, that's fair. Um, cool. Draenei. Uh, I haven't really seen this race played seriously in PvP for a very long time.
yeah,
Um,
dude. I wish it was good though. Like female Draenei
no,
is one
don't
of
say it.
the best looking races
Oh
in the
god,
game. I swear, they look so good,
you're so fried.
but they're just so bad.
You are so fried. I'm so sorry, but I can't see it. I can't see what you see in
Wait,
them.
really? You don't
No.
like Goat Lady?
No, no, no. We're not doing this. Not no, no, no,
What?
nope.
What do you
So with
mean?
back on the topic, with a racial that heals a target,
So I've heard, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard Gifted the Naru isn't affected by dampening. I don't know if that's true, but I did hear that.
hmm, that would be
Um,
interesting if it wasn't.
yeah, so that's, but even if it's not, like it's not that insane, right? Like it's a 3 minute
Yeah,
cooldown and it's 20% of your health.
yeah.
Like
It's
it's nothing crazy. But I mean it's not bad. Like it's nice to have, I guess.
yeah.
I feel like it should be a 2 minute cooldown, really.
Yeah, I feel like Rachel's like this should like be competitive with others. You know,
Yeah,
it's not doing anything too crazy. I mean, Dark Iron Dwarf is actually insane, and that's
yeah,
on 2 minutes. This is not.
yeah.
I don't think this is really competing with that, and it's on a 3 minutes. So it's just
Yeah, it kind of sucks. They also get like a flat stat increase, right?
yeah.
Like all stats increase. So I'm not sure how much you get. Just
Mm,
says X on the website, but
mm.
I don't know if it's like a big stat increase or what. Um,
I wouldn't imagine it being that huge, to be honest. I mean, it might be obviously the all the numbers are gonna go up in Dragonflight. So I mean, I don't think it'll be something that will really make or break the game for you, really. So I mean, just with that being kept in mind, I'm thinking Draenei would be maybe like uh a C or a D, to be honest.
um, I don't know if it'd be that bad. I think it could it could be in the same tier as Blood Elf, maybe.
You think?
Or I mean, it could also be C tier. Yeah, I'd say B or C.
Hmm. I
Thing is
would
with
say C.
PvP, I feel like there are races that do something, and then there are races that do nothing, and there's just not
Okay.
really any in between. Like there's either
Yeah.
like good races or just like
Really
useless
bad.
races.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, if that's fair. Hmm. Shall
I'd
we
say B or C.
shall we put it in C for now and see
Yeah, sure.
do you see what I did there? Never mind, sorry. Um yeah,
Hey,
let's just put it in C for now, and if we decide a bit later that hey, it's better than this, we can just take it out and put it somewhere else. Yeah?
York.
And obviously it's going to be a female model, so let's go with that. So skipping over this, we're going over to gnomes. Gnomes are, I think, my one of my favorite races, just because of how small and cute they are. But besides of the aesthetic,
Nah, I hate gnomes.
yeah, of course you do. You like the goats. I don't
Yeah, I
understand.
like goat ladies.
I don't understand you at all. You need to seek help. Um, but yeah, I mean they have escape artist 1 minute cooldown, which is so good by the way. Like that is I think that's the shortest
I think it's
ratio.
decent, yeah.
That's the shortest ratio of any race, and it
Yeah.
removes any immobilization or movement speed reduction effect. So it breaks out of roots and slows, which is great for melee classes like warriors or monks or any melee class really that can be a gnome. Probably wants to be a gnome. Go probably. Um, I mean, just besides that, they have passives that reduce arcing damage again by 1%, maximum mana, and any resource sorry that you have increased by 5%, and your haste increased by 1% as well. Um, I'm thinking this is a solid race. How about you?
I think it's okay. I don't think it's crazy because like the ratio is good, like a 1 minute cooldown, but
Yeah.
like what classes is it actually useful on?
I would say warrior the most, and then maybe monk. Um, warrior has.
But
Sorry,
the
go
thing
ahead.
with Warrior, the thing with Warrior is like everyone's playing Fury, right? And even in
Hmm.
Dragonflight, Fury looks like the best spec by far. Like Arms doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
So everyone's playing Fury, and Fury has a PvP talent that gets them out of roots on a 20-second cooldown.
Oh.
So
Hmm.
it's it's kind of useless for Fury.
So how about monk?
Nobody's going to be playing Arms. If you like an Arms one trick, then it's probably decent. To be fair, Monk has Tiger's Lust on what a 30-second cooldown.
I hope not. Sounds OP.
I think it's I
I
think
think it's
it's
like
30 seconds now.
45. I think
Is it
it's
45?
yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm actually just.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check.
Oh, it's
I
actually
think
30.
it's
Holy shit.
yeah, it's 30. Okay, so
It's actually
monks have
30.
Tiger's Lust on a 30-second cooldown. Also, remember like there's dispels, like roots can be dispelled. So it's
That's
like you've got
true.
dispel, you got Tiger's Lust.
So
DKs have Wraith Walk on a minute cooldown. Does AMS break root? Like if you're in a
no,
root
no,
and
no,
you AMS, it doesn't
no,
get you out of the root now.
no, no, no.
But I
It
mean, they
doesn't.
still have Wraith Walk on a minute cooldown.
That shit is pretty good. It is pretty good.
Yeah, I like it's not a bad ratio, but it's also just not that used. Like every class has so much mobility now, basically. Like
Yeah.
that ratio is just like yeah. It could be good in a meta for like healers where Moonkin's really strong. You know, like every game there's a Moonkin and you can get out of like every root beam basically.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that actually. So I mean,
But
just
Moonkin's pretty bad right now.
yeah. So you
Uh,
probably won't see many of them. But
yeah,
so just based on that, what are you thinking with this one?
I'd probably like B tier. I would say.
B?
Yeah, like they're not bad, but they're not like crazy good either.
Yeah, I would say they're better than Draenei, I think.
Yeah, they potentially could better than Blood Elf, maybe. I'm not sure. Like it all depends what's meta and what class you're playing. So
Yeah.
like it's hard to say what race is better than other races like in the same tier.
No, for sure. I definitely understand that. And we're going with the female model because, female.
Yeah, male gnome is cursed.
Yeah, actually. Um, next one, Goblin. Yeah,
Golden.
Goblin. Um, I'm
What do
not
goblins even have? Let's see.
they have a rocket jump, which gives them a little
Yeah, no,
boost. One minute,
now
one,
they have the rocket jump.
and then they actually have like a rocket glove kind of thing as well. That launches like a glove rocket from the belt. Well, I guess the belt rocket.
Yeah, rocket barrage. Does this actually do damage? This rocket barrage? I feel like I've never seen
I
this or noticed it. It mustn't really do any damage.
don't think it does that much damage, but
It, okay, so
maybe
that
you can use it to kill a totem or some. I don't know, something small.
yeah, time is money. Cash in on a 1% increased. Okay, so
Haste.
that just means you have 1% haste.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they added the cash in part, but yeah, 1% haste.
So you
Um,
basically have gust of wind on a 1.5 minute cooldown and 1% haste, basically.
basically, yeah. What What do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's probably like C tier.
Yeah, I would say so. And gender? What are you thinking, Male?
I actually don't know. Goblins, both race genders are just not very good.
I'm gonna
Um,
I'm gonna go with female. Female is always a safe
yeah,
a safe pick. TBH. Uh,
true.
and High Mountain Tauren. Um, Bull Rush. Forward charge on a 2 minute cooldown, knocks people down for 1.5 seconds. What else? Increases the verse by 1% as a passive racial.
Does
Uh,
that not does that knock down DI of anything?
that's a good
I don't think it
question.
does, right?
I'm not too sure if it does DR or if it's on its own DR. I'm not too. I would imagine it's not on its own DR, but
I mean, it's a knockdown, right? So
yeah,
it doesn't. I'd imagine it doesn't deal knockbacks or knock ups
or
or
stuns.
stuns.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. I think the only thing that it might DR with, actually no, I think no, nothing else has a knockdown, does it?
I don't think so. No.
Like like
Maybe like the Kul Tiran racial could class. No, that's probably a knockback. Yeah,
Kul Tiran is a what is it? Is a knockback?
probably it's probably a knockback. Yeah, it's probably.
It's
I
a it's
think
a
maybe it
stun.
doesn't. Yeah.
I think it's a stun their thing. So I think it might be on its own DR. I'll be honest.
No, it's just done.
Yeah, Kul Tiran is a stun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so it's yeah, it might be its own thing then. I don't think I still don't think it's very good. Like
No.
it, yeah, it's probably like C tier race.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, just for the looks alone, they look kind of cool. But yeah, when it comes to functionality, I think they're not really ranking that high. Um,
Yeah,
humans.
human.
I think this race is just so good. Even though their racial got nerfed, I'm not sure when, but it just removes stuns now, doesn't remove any other CC, and shares a 90-second cooldown with other effects like PvP
Yeah, they're
trinkets.
pretty good.
Yeah. What
You also
else?
get 2% stats.
Yeah, on secondary stats. Yep, exactly. I think this race is a safe pick for most classes that can be this race. What do you think?
Dude, my mouse is like being weird. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Obviously with the new like trinket set bonus in DF,
Yeah.
um, could that mean anything for human? Because human normally plays rally, right? But now as
You have a
human, you can just play
passive.
double DPS trinket,
Yeah, and you're
right?
chilling.
Or what happens if you played regular trinket? Then you have your racial and a 3 minute cooldown, and it shares a 90-second cooldown with trinket. Would people do that, or would they just go double damage trinket?
I think it may depend on cause it's like if you don't get to use your second trinket, then there's no point in using it, right? So if the meta is not like if the meta is fast, I think it may just be double DPS or maybe like an insignia slash badge or something like that, a combo like that maybe. But if it's slow enough where games do go on for a while, then maybe the double trinket can be quite viable. I would say so.
Yeah. What classes are gonna play human though? Because Night Elf is the best race for every rogue now for sure. Like it must be, right?
I don't know. I think dwarf might be the way.
Yeah, dwarf could be good too. Like Night Elf and dwarf are probably better than human, basically, right?
Yeah, I would
For
think so.
rogue.
I would think so.
Um, I guess paladins play human. What's the bet? Like even warriors might play dwarf over human. Oh,
Yeah. Or I've seen some warriors wanted to go night elf. I've seen
yeah. Also, yeah.
DKs may still play human. Um
I think DKs might play dwarf as well.
yeah, they might actually. I think that was their biggest thing where in terms of
Yeah.
physical bleed damage that couldn't be stopped
Yeah, because
really.
DKs, yeah, they kind of get fucked by physical damage. So I think the dwarf racial is kind of good. I feel like a lot of classes that would play human are going to play dwarf instead, maybe.
Or transition to something that
Potentially.
yeah, and I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening. So you think just because of how the meta might shape up, human might not be the go-to pick anymore It may be something else.
I think a lot of people still play human. I think human's still really good, but I think
Yeah,
maybe it's just like A tier. Maybe it's
yeah,
not S tier.
yeah. I would say that. I would say that for sure. And obviously we're going with the female
Female, yeah.
model. Yep, yep, yep. Next, the little version of humans, Kul Tiran.
Yeah, what the fuck are Kul Tirans?
Um,
Um,
I don't even know. You tell me. Uh, they have a stun, a 3 second stun, I think. On a 2 minute,
2.5 minute cooldown.
2.5 minute cooldown. Um, and they have a.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
I actually think this is like a D tier race. I think it's really bad.
What if, now hear me out. What if you're playing double mage, okay? Okay, no, it's a D tier. It's a D tier. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think the stun can be kind of handy depending on
Yeah,
some
but
niche, some very niche situations. But I think overall, yeah, it's not that great. I'll be very
yeah,
honest.
because even then the stun is just like when you ever gonna be playing a comp where you don't have stun DRs? Like
No,
you're
you're
just gonna
right.
DR things. Like
No, I'm just trolling, man. I'm just trolling. I think I
I just
think
I yeah, see, I swear it could even be like freaking like E or F tier. I swear this race is just horrendous. You just don't play this race.
yeah, it's not the best. We'll put it in D tier as there's nothing in D tier at the moment. That's just the bottom.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it there for now. If it changes, we can move it around a little bit. Um, Next one is Lightforged Draenei. Uh, God, what the so I think their ratio is where they deal some holy damage to people in AoE. Um, but it's delayed. It's not like instant. It's like 2 or 3 seconds, I think. Um, and then they have some passives that I think reduce holy damage as well. And when they die, they explode, like almost like the shatter from Draven, I think it is. After you die, you just explode. Uh,
Um. Let's see. Lightforged Draenei. So it's an AoE damage on a 2.5 minute cooldown that works a bit like Resonator, where it triggers after 3 seconds.
yeah,
You're up with light up on death. Yeah, so you basically have the shatter from Venter as well.
yeah,
And reduce holy damage take it. Yeah, this is like a trash race. This is like a D tier race as well.
yeah. I don't think this is gonna be very competitive. Even the normal Draenei, I think is better than this, to be honest. Um, yeah, I think D tier is pretty fair for this one. Um, Moving on to what is this one? Is it Mulgar Orc? Or how do you say it?
My car.
Magha Orc. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Um, what is this one? So they have a ratio that increases their power, but for 15 seconds. It doesn't say. I'm guessing their primary stat. I would assume that's what it's increasing. Um, and in terms of ratios, they have a reduces the reduction on poisons, curses, and diseases by 10%, and a bit of pet health buff by 10% as well. So I mean,
What does Ancestral Call do? Invoke the spirits of your ancestors. What does that even do?
I don't actually know. Let's look this up a little bit. 1 second. So where I had it here just a second ago. Yeah, so granting you their power increases it's a random secondary stat by 102. Well, obviously that was skill with Dragonflight, but it's a random secondary stat. It's not even your best secondary stat. It's a random one. I don't like that.
Yeah, okay, that's not very good. You get mouse speed. Reduces duration of poisons, disease, and curses by 10%. Um, is that good?
Eh, eh, I don't know. It's you're still taking big damn from those from I mean from poisons and diseases and curses. Like they all do decent damage. Like I don't think
I
reducing the
think
duration of it is that great.
yeah, yeah. This is probably like a D tier, maybe like a C or D tier race.
Uh
Probably C tier. Pet health increased by 10%. Maybe that could no, because like you're never gonna. This is probably D tier, right? Because like you're never gonna play this race over like a regular orc, right?
Yeah, no way. There's no way that you do that. Like if you like, I was about to argue, oh, you could, pet health by 10%, BM hunter. But if you're horde BM hunter, you'd probably be going orc anyway. So yeah, I don't think you want to lose the hardiness ratio and blood fury over this. There's no way. There's no way. I would say D. D or C? Do you think?
Probably D, I think, because you would just never play this, right? Over like a normal orc.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, you could say the same about High Mountain Tauren as well. Like you never play that over a normal Tauren.
Yeah,
But
yeah, probably true.
so maybe that comes down in a bit. Let's see. Um, moving on to what is this? Mechagnome gnome. Um, what is it? What does this do? So they have a racial that okay. So in combat, every 5 seconds it increases their primary stat, and it stacks up to 10 times.
Just put this race in F. We don't even have to talk about this race.
Okay,
It's
it's a
just
meme.
F.
It's a meme,
E-
huh?
F for fuck this race. Why does this race exist? I hate it so
I
much.
mean, to be honest, this is not for PvP, but for PvE, it has a lot of little things that can become like very useful. I believe, but for PvP, I agree, it's not that great at all. At all, it's
It
not.
actually has some things that aren't terrible. Like, what is this? While you're in combat, you get a primary stat buff, and you also get, when you fall below 20% health, heal for 15% of your max health on 2.5 minute cooldown.
It's not bad.
They're things that are okay in PvP, I guess. Like, they're not
Yeah,
like
like
that bad. It could, like, it's probably, maybe it could be like a low C tier race.
yeah, I can see that too. Like they have a second racial which basically does nothing. But and the two I think it's a 2.5 minute internal cooldown on that BM the heal thing when they fall below 20%. So that is I mean it's nice to have like you have it and then for 2.5 minutes it's kind of like okay I have to be very careful. But I think this would be like I think it's better than Kul Tiran. I think it's better than Lightforged Draenei. Yeah, I was and also the Mughal Oak. I would say maybe a C. I don't think it's the worst.
Yeah, like low C, maybe.
Yeah, let's put it up there. Give it a bit of dignity.
Like it automatically loses so many points just for the way it looks, to be honest. It's
Yeah,
it's so bad.
I've seen him around. Not the biggest fan to be honest, but you know, let's leave the people who like it alone. Okay, just
Listen, even if this was the best race in the game for PvP by a mile, I would not play it. I refuse.
you well, I
If
mean,
my character looked like that, I could not play the game. Anyway,
I agree. I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that, buddy. Don't worry. Night Elf. One of my
S tier, best race in the game.
is that based on functionality or aesthetics, Matty?
No, yeah, functionality for sure. Yep.
Huh. So speaking on
Yeah,
functionality,
specifically female functionality.
specifically female functionality, huh? Why not? Why
Yeah,
not? Why
yep.
not? Why not the male function? You know what? No, wait. Okay, so what do they have that's putting in S tier for you, buddy? Besides the ass, besides
uh, yeah, what else do you need other than
the
the
bunda.
ass, really?
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It's just
It's pretty
no, it
solid.
just feels really good. What is it? I actually never saw it. Increase your speed while stealth or prowl by 5%. I never even elucidated. I thought that was dodge chance. Oh,
I think
this
they
is
changed it.
quickness.
Oh, they
Okay,
did.
so you
It's
have
still there.
2% dodge, 2% movement speed, 5% more movement speed while you're in stealth, reduce nature damage, 1% haste during the night, 1% crit during the day, and shadow meld. I think shadow meld is the main thing. Like, especially for rogues and druids,
Yep.
shadow meld is like the best racial in the game.
It
And
really is.
also it's also insane for healers.
Yeah,
Shaman's really good.
the spell can be used in so many different ways. I've seen it used to meld incoming stuff, to get a to restun when you don't have a vanish or you're in combat. Obviously, yeah, there's so much utility to this spell all by itself. And yeah, that just putting that aside, the model is pretty dank. I'm not gonna lie, it is
Yeah,
pretty
female night elf is just the best race for transmog. Let's be real.
arguable, but we'll leave it there. So I think I'm thinking this one is. Do you think it's an S? Do you really think it's an S?
I think it's S. Yeah, it's got it. Like it's the best race. It's S tier. I mean, it is like it's the best race for Rogue and Feral, like by far.
True.
And it's also like it's arguably not the best race for like healers
Mm.
because maybe you could argue like Orc Priest is better or like Human Priest, but I still think it's the best.
Hmm.
Or
Okay.
it's at least one of the best.
Okay. I'll give it to you. I was thinking like in might compete like human and like might compete, but I don't think so. I think you're right. I think Shadow Meld is just too good, just based on like the rogue and feral POVs. It's just too good. Yeah. So S tier is pretty fair, I say.
Yup.
Um, Next up is Nightborne. Uh, I don't even know
I
what.
actually forgot this race existed. What do they do? Let's see.
Yep, yep,
Nightborne. Inscription. Who cares? Magical damage dealt by 1%. Shoot.
it's pretty good.
Deals instant 3-minute cooldown. Deals hacking damage to nearby enemies and reduces movement speed.
And yeah, they just have magic
That's
reduction as passives, pretty
yeah.
much.
This is like a D tier class. Just doesn't really do anything.
Doesn't do much really. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so either. I mean, the rift could be. You could maybe.
Race. I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you meant. But wait, is this the one that creates a rift? No, there's one that
No,
creates
that's
a
Void
rift.
Elf. That's Void
Void
Elf.
Elf. Fire. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, this one is pretty dog water, I must say. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Now we have the normal traditional orc. Oh, I mean, do we even have to introduce this one? I don't know. This one's
Yeah. The question now is like, is Orc still S tier?
is orc still S tier? I mean, so
Because so everyone has 15%. Everyone has rally now, basically, right? Everyone has 15% CC reduction. So orcs
including
still
you,
have 5% more
more.
stun reduction
Yes.
over everyone else.
Yep.
But like 5% is that even noticeable? And
Um.
other than that, what do you have, right? You do get an unused trinket ratio, which is still really good. Like the
Yeah.
blood fury is still like very good.
And you get some pet damage too.
Yeah, you get pet damage. Is it S tier?
I wouldn't say it's
I
S
don't
tier
know. Yeah,
anymore.
maybe it's like top of A tier with
Yeah,
human.
I would say it's in there with human for sure. I would say it's even better than human, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's better than human. I think it is better than human. Like it could still be like low S tier. Like it is still
really
really
solid.
good. Like it's still
But
an
just
insane
like
race.
the main reason people played orc, I feel like up until this moment was because of hardiness, just for stun reduction. Not
Oh
everybody
yeah,
has
it was.
15%. Everybody has 15% stun and everything else. Orc is just
Yeah,
5% better, and you obviously have the unused trinket. But I don't know if that pushes it up to S, to be honest. Let's just read it as hardiness is a 5% stun reduction because
yeah,
everyone has right now. And then you have unused trinket and 1% pet damage. So 5% stun reduction, unused trinket, pet damage 1%.
yeah. Could be. Yeah, it's probably just like high A
High
tier then.
A
I think
tier.
that's fair.
Yeah, I think so. I think is it better than human? But
I think so, probably.
there we go. Cool. So Pandaren, Pandaren, however you want to pronounce it. Um, pretty meme class if you ask me. I mean, it's pretty.
I
Like,
swear it's actually quite good.
no, it's good. It's good. It's good. I like it performs pretty well. Like through Shadowlands, mages played this race a lot. It was very popular. I'm just not a fan of the way it looks, basically. But that's just me. But coming away from aesthetics and more to functionality, they have a 4 second in cap on a 2 minute cooldown. What else do they have? Uh,
That's all they have. From what I can see, that's all they have. I see people saying that they have some kind of food buff they can give
yeah,
themselves, but I don't see that yet.
yeah, they have a food buff that they can. I think it's specific where you have to get the food from, and you can eat it in arena and get the buff in arena as well.
Ah, what does it do? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll be honest. I was watching someone play it like months ago, so it's kind of slipped my mind. I'll be honest. I think it may increase primary stat, but it's not. But I think no, it was verse. It was verse. It increases versatility by 40 or something like that. Um, I think that was it. But even then, not it's not that crazy, is it?
Um, I think it's still decent. Like a lot of people play it unironically. Like a lot of mages play it.
Hmm.
It's also good for like the ink out can be pretty good for like setups and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, um, what classes can Panda play? Warrior, Rogue,
Monk,
Hunter, Monk,
mage.
Mage. They can't play Warlock, right? They can play
No.
Priest. It's pretty good for Priest as well. It's like a second Chastise.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
I think the main two will be like mages and priests maybe.
I think the racial can be pretty good.
No, for sure.
Like I do see a lot of people play it, like unironically.
I think
Uh,
for racial, I think it's up there for sure.
yeah, it's probably like a B
B
tier.
tier, yeah, yeah, yeah. I would agree with that. To be honest, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Um, I think for mages specifically, I think people will move away from human and play Pandaren probably just for that racial. It's just too good. I think.
I think mages will play a lot of stuff. I think there'll be like dwarf mages, night elf mages, void elf mages,
Mm.
orc mages, panda mages. There's gonna be a lot of mages. There's a lot of races that are playable for mage now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how everything shapes up pretty soon. Let's see here. So next up we got Tauren, just vanilla old Tauren. What's this one looking like?
Uh, Tauren's pretty good. Mostly for like shaman and stuff. I think, right? Where
Yeah,
are they at? Tauren. Yeah, you get 2% crit damage and healing, which is pretty good.
pretty good.
Um, yeah, extra stamina. You get War Stomp.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Tauren's pretty good.
I would say it's a pretty solid healing class. Um, probably
Like,
feral druid or boomkin can work with this too.
yeah, like it's good for Pally, Druid, Shaman.
Yeah,
Um, but then it's like, is it? Because Dwarf is still better for Shaman and Pally.
but
And
I
then
mean
Night Elf is still better for Druid, so it's like, how good is it?
that is a good question. I mean, just
Like
based
it,
on the stam increase and the bonus crit healing slash damage, and Warstorm has its little utilities where maybe you get a Warstorm clone or a Warstorm,
yeah,
um,
true. Stomp Clone's pretty good.
or like a Stomp Hex or something like that. Wait, can those be shamans? Yeah,
Stomp
they can.
Rep.
Yeah, or like I think Warstorm can help set up help the healer set up a little bit more, you know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that puts it way above everything else, but I would say maybe a B. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I was gonna say B. I think B is fair.
Yeah, and
Probably like top end of B.
yeah, I'd say it's better than these ones because actually I think this has been like that, right? Or maybe like this.
Uh, yeah, something like that.
I think maybe this, just because of how much like the passes are very useful, like just by default. Pandaren doesn't really have that many passives. Just the food.
Yeah, like again, a lot of the passives with races are just like personal preference.
Yeah,
Like there's only some where it's like you're trolling if you don't play this. For like Orc in Shadowlands.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
like now that everyone has Rally, apart from a few obvious ones like Dwarf and stuff, that where it's like this is clearly just the better choice.
Mm.
A lot of the other races are just like personal preference racials.
Yeah, yeah,
I
pretty
feel
much.
like.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on that one. So I think B is a fair bet for Tauren. Moving on to trolls, just vanilla normal old trolls. I believe they have a haste buff, 15% on a 3 minute cooldown.
I think it's 10% now, is it not?
Is it 10%? It could be. I
Oh no, it's 15%. I swear I saw someone use it on beta and it was 10%.
Huh,
Maybe it is 15.
maybe they changed it. I don't know.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like I'm like 99% sure it was 10% on beta when I saw it. Maybe I'm like high on meth, but I don't know.
you may have to check it out and we can update it if it's wrong. But yeah,
Yeah.
besides that, they have some movement impairing effect reduction by 20%, and I think health regen as well by 10%. Um,
Uh, yeah, I don't think it's very good. Probably like B tier.
yeah, I would say so as well. Not insane. I mean, the berserking buff could be very useful, but
Yeah, like Berserking could be good for like if you're like I don't know, like a Boomkin or an
boomkin,
Absolute Lock or something, but
yeah, not that crazy, I would
or
say.
even demo. Hey, it's good for demo too, but
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's
true.
not.
I even saw Gelu
not
playing a troll warlock as well.
yeah,
But
I think he's just messing around on beta, just testing stuff.
mm, yeah, I would say C tier is pretty fair for this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Undead. Undead. I feel like this is gonna be another maybe a tier class, because now that it has 15% reduction on every CC and will to get out of fears, charms, and sleeps. I feel like that is just so good. Like for
Yeah, Undead could be really good. Touch of the Grave is also nice. Shadow damage taken. Because what going into season one, Warlocks are already S tier, right? So like having Will is really good.
mhm mhm I would say so.
Fury Warriors are also arguably S tier. Um, what else can you get out of Will? What can you get out of with the Will?
You can get out of the
Reese,
Drakthir sleep. You can get out of
uh, True, Drakthir is a S tier. Shadow Priest are S tier. So like Will is gonna get a lot of
value.
value,
Yeah.
or at least in season one, like going into the expansion.
No, I definitely agree with that. I mean, everything else is kind of, whatever. Reduce shadow damage by 1%, touch of the grave, like you said, and cannibalize. Um, cannibalize can be, whatever. If you don't, maybe if you're running low on mana, someone's dead, you can, eat them a little bit. But I mean, I feel like generally speaking, those like the main focus of this race is just World of the Forsaken, which is pretty insane. I would say maybe tell me if you agree or not, but I think it's another A race. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think it could be S potentially.
Hmm. What? Hmm. Yeah, actually, yeah. S makes sense to me just because of how much stuff is like Will is good against. That is gonna be probably quite prominent in Dragonflight. I feel like it could be.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
Will is crazy good. Thinking
Yeah.
about like what like everything the demon hunters have a fear now as well.
Oh
And they're also S tier.
shit.
Like
Okay, yeah, no, this
Will
is
is
this is
literally just counters every S tier
uh
spec in the game.
I think it might I think you were right. I think it is an S tier race, to be honest. I think it'll be very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Let's see, what else are we going? We got next up Void Elf. Good old Void Elf. I have no idea what this does. Um, um,
Uh,
I think this is the one with the teleport, right?
Causing damage and healing effects do an additional 5%. That actually seems really good. An extra 5% on all your damage and healing for 12 seconds. I don't know if this has like an internal cooldown,
Mm.
but that is not bad. I mean, it's not insane, but it's definitely something. Oh, you get 50% transmog cost reduction. That's pretty bussin'.
Yeah, that would really do a lot for PvP.
Oh, dude, you don't get spell pushback either.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. It's actually pretty nice. I didn't even know that,
And
by the way.
yeah, spatial rift, Ripper resistance, reactivate this ability to teleport through the rift. Okay, so I guess it's like wall portal, right? So like you open it where you're standing, and then you reactivate it, and it portals you to where you were.
Yeah, it's like gateway.
Wait,
Yeah.
so it's like monk port. It's like monk port, I guess.
Mm. I would say, yeah, it's not bad, to be honest.
I actually think this is really good. This could be like
Like a good shadow
maybe like
priest thing.
low A tier, maybe like definitely high B. Swear this could potentially be like pushing A tier.
So let's see this again. So you have a chance to proc 5% additional damage as Shadow Frost.
And
No,
healing.
and healing. Sorry, yeah. Spell casts have no pushback, and then you have a rift, like a little portal. So it's only you can take the portal. Oh yeah, it's only you, right? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. And then you have like a passive 1% shadow damage reduction, I guess. Um, I would say a high B. I would say a high B. I feel like,
High B, yeah, definitely high B. I think low A could be fair for some classes, but
yeah, like maybe I feel like Shadow Priest would be benefiting the most from this, to be honest.
yeah.
Hmm.
I guess high B is probably fair.
Yeah, I would say high B. Like the proc is just a proc. It's not like a passive. I mean, like a constant thing. Like where you have 5% healing and damage. It's like a proc that you have to get, and then you have to make it count when you get it. And then what else? You know, I mean, the casting delay is actually big. I feel like it's actually quite big. And the rift, you know, situational. I would say a high B. I would say a high B for sure. Is it better than Tauren
Yeah,
though? I would say no, right?
I think it could be. I mean, it depends. Again, it depends on meta, what class you're playing.
Hmm. I think I would say just because of how like Tauren is just statically good because the passives are always in effect. Warstorm pretty much always gets value from whatever you're trying to pair it with. Hex, clone, rep, whatever. Uh, Pandaren, you know, it's Panda. Maybe it's like this. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, we got three more to go. Next up, Vulpera.
Just don't even put it in the list. Just delete this class, this race. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I think we can like, what does it do? Look very quickly. Let me just
Put him in F tier right meow.
fire resistance increases how your
They
backpack.
can make a camp, they can return to camp, they can give you some backpack space, they can use a trick, they can.
Yeah, okay, I've heard enough, buddy. I've heard enough.
Yeah, just get this very shit, put it in F tier.
It's okay. Worgen. Moving on to Worgen. Um, 40% movement speed increase, 2 minute cooldown, 2 minute cooldown, 1% crit chance increase, reduction of shadow and nature damage, and that's it, really.
Yeah, Worgen's pretty pissed. Probably like a D tier again.
Yeah, I would say about around there too. To be honest, nothing really special or crazy stands out to me.
Could
And
even be like could even put it in E tier. I mean, it literally does nothing. Like it has no racials basically.
yeah, I think like these do have something maybe. I
The
mean,
speed increase doesn't even get you out of slows or routes. It's just a speed increase, but like you're gonna be slowed anyway. So
yeah, not yeah. I'd say E. Yeah, I think that's
I
fair.
think E is actually fair.
Yeah, definitely not as bad as Vulpera, that's for sure. And then last
I've
off,
had, to be fair with Vulpera, I swear the trick bag, I've seen it do stuff sometimes. Like I've seen it, I have noticed on details sometimes. Like
oh really?
yeah, it does something. I don't know what it does. It does a little bit of damage. I don't know, but leave it left here anyway. Fuck that race.
That's a fair argument. And then last but not least, Zandalari Trolls. I'm
Um,
not too sure about this one.
what do these guys have again? Let's see. Gold earned by 2%. Oh my god.
We're gonna be rich.
Guys, it's all that long.
Like they have a
Just
lot of passes actually.
yeah, they have nothing actually. Regen 100% of your max health for 6 seconds, interrupted by damage. Yeah, completely useless.
Like there's
Maybe this is like a self heal. Maybe if you maybe this ticks instantly. So like you press this and you instantly get a tick of it and get like a 15% heal or something.
yeah, yeah, that's
But
true.
even then it's pretty bad. This is probably like a D tier.
Yeah. Mm, let's see. Wait, cause like they have a passive. What's it called here? Embrace of the Lower, right? So you can make an offering somewhere around the world and it changes what it does, right? And there's one, two, three, four, five, six of them. So one of them increases, well, will have a chance to grant you 4% crit. Another one has one that allows you to gain some health and armor. Your damage abilities have a chance to cause the target to bleed for 6 seconds. Another one increases your movement speed by 5%. Your healing abilities have a chance to heal the target for an additional X amount. And then your damaging abilities have a chance to deal shadow damage and heal you for 100% of the damage done. That doesn't seem too bad, that last one. But based on just based on that new info, do you think it's like it's still a D tier? I would guess so.
Probably like I mean
Nothing really changes really.
yeah, I don't know. I just doesn't seem like a very good race. I don't know. Like why would you ever play this race over like any other race?
Oh, normal troll for that matter, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say a D tier. Um, and I think that's all of them. I think we got through them all. Not too long, 52 minutes. um, but yeah, Maddie, thank you again for the help on this one. As always, you've been fucking amazing, honestly. Um, yeah, do you have anything else to say before I let you go here?
Um, no, I don't think so. I mean, this tier list might not be 100% accurate. I'm not like a race expert in WoW, but I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, like that's the S and A is gonna be what 90% of people play.
yeah,
And then you're gonna get some people playing like the B tier ones, and then everything from like C downwards, you're never gonna see pretty much. So
I would agree with that actually. Yeah, I think that's a very accurate statement. But obviously, we'll have to wait until Dragonflight to see what happens. Maddie, thank you again. I'm gonna let you go, and
right,
yeah, I'll see you again soon, buddy.
peace.
And that will bring this video to a sad and bitter end. Well, actually, you're probably pretty happy about that because it has been 52 minutes of just a lovely time. I would assume. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this one and it helped you figure out maybe what you want to play when Dragonflight comes out. Helped you narrow it down at least. But thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.